Michael. Come on in. You don't have to ring the doorbell. You're welcome anytime.
Expecting somebody else?
Well, actually, Diane was meeting with the DA. Talking about a possible plea arrangement.
I hope it works.
Yeah, me too. Waiting around to see if you're going to spend the rest of your life in prison is not, I don't recommend it.
Yeah, well, if everyone had to pay for their crimes, there'd be a lot more people in prison.
What is wrong with you? How can you even say that man's name?
I can say it because he's standing right there. That. Look at him. That's Faison.
Oh my God, this is insane.
Yeah, it is insane. You know, it also happens to be the truth.
I don't even know how to respond to this.
Do yourself a favor and don't bother. Stop making this woman's life a misery and just tell her who you really are.
I assume we're talking about Sonny. So what do you do?
Details aren't important. But you're right about him using force to get what he wants. I was this close to turning him in.
I'm sorry.
Come on, you don't care if he goes to prison.
Michael, what I care about is your happiness. So for what it's worth, and I can't believe I'm saying this, I hope you and Sonny work it out.
Thanks.
Hi. I hope I'm not interrupting anything. The now rich and still formidable Alice let me in.
All right, so let's hear it. Am I heading to prison?
Faison is dead. He's been dead for years, Robert.
That's what we all thought about this guy. But think about this. There were 2 explosions. We all survived one of them.
Yeah, barely. It took me years to recover.
Faison survived the Port Charles explosion, then spent the rest of the time assuming Lavery's identity.
You can't be serious about this.
I've never been more serious in my life. Look, I didn't plan on bringing this to you yet until I had proof without a doubt. That's why I'm here.
Illegally.
Getting evidence.
You bring all this to me. You invoke a man who nearly destroyed our lives. He took us away from Robin when she needed us. And you don't have anything to back it up?
I have plenty to back it up. And I can prove that this man is Faison.
The DA for a long time.
Thank you. Well, it was quite the list of charges we had to trudge through.
And?
It helps that most of your key witnesses are now deceased. For instance, your father, whom you almost killed.
Yeah, I know, I was there.
Your brother,
We
who
don't know if Jason's gone yet.
is presumably dead.
So, were you able to get the attempted murder charges dropped?
It's a work in progress. But nothing I am not able to handle. The kidnapping charges, however, that's quite the different story.
Hey, look, I'm the one he kidnapped. What if I don't testify?
Wait a second, Michael, you'd be willing to do that for me?
If I don't testify, they don't have a case, do they?
Except you weren't the only victim. AJ conspired with Faith Roscoe to also take Morgan and Christina. And I will bet every shoe in my closet that Sonny and Alexis and Carly have neither forgiven nor forgotten.
Yeah, the DA doesn't want to go to trial. See, they have to put me on the stand. I'm the only one old enough to testify about the kidnapping because Morgan and Christina were too young. So can we use that as leverage for some kind of a deal?
Our best option is to give the DA something that they really want in exchange.
My freedom. For what?
For someone who's a bigger criminal than you could ever hope to be.
You're not going to entertain this lunacy.
You getting nervous?
Oh, what is the proof that you've got, Robert?
I've got an eyewitness account. One, Olivia Falconeri.
Oh, that's the woman who couldn't stop staring at me the other night.
She saw you at the Haunted Star, sporting Faison's face.
That's absurd.
She was injected with LSD. She's been hallucinating.
Well, then talk to one of your own detectives.
Yeah, well, Dante is her son.
Yeah, and he'll back me up. Her visions are absolutely reliable, including this one.
She doesn't even know what Faison looks like.
True. And she was unsettled by the whole thing, so she sat down and had to talk to Lulu.
Who shockingly mentioned it to you. What a blatant setup this is.
I had Olivia talk to Elizabeth Weber, describe this face perfectly, and she sketched it.
She's not a professional sketch artist.
Close enough. This is the face that Olivia described. Now tell me you don't recognize that person.
Pretty much spend the rest of my life in prison or turn rat. Well, what do I have to do? I have to either provide evidence or offer information or testimony or something to the DA about someone who's a better get than I am.
AJ's been in hiding for years. Who would even know anymore?
May I speak freely in present company?
I have no secrets in front of my son.
When your father was among the living, he was, how shall I put this tactfully?
A shady, irresponsible criminal.
Yes, what he said, exactly. But by no means the worst, which is good for us. Because if we hope to escape a life sentence, we're going to need some heavy leverage.
Someone worse than AJ.
Way worse. Someone whose crimes are so heinous, they make your father's pale in comparison.
This is who Olivia saw. This man with Faison's face.
Well, Elizabeth knew him, so maybe she just did it subconsciously.
No, I was there. Elizabeth followed Olivia's instructions to the letter. There was no prompting.
Are you sure there was no prompting? After all, Faison's always been your obsession.
Anna was Faison's obsession. Your obsession.
Just get on with it, Robert.
When Olivia saw Faison, he was smoking one of those signature cigarillos of his. Well, when I saw Duke the other night, this is what he left behind. You should quit. I mean, this really will kill you.
I thought you said you smoked cigarettes.
So?
It's not a cigarette.
Oh my God, Anna. You're not actually believing this, are you? You think I am Faison?
I've got someone.
Really?
Yeah. This guy's, he makes me look like a saint.
Well, that remains to be seen. And of course, I will need details and corroborating evidence.
Who is he?
His name's Faison.
Start at the beginning.
When I left Port Charles, I was in real bad shape. I had a broken back and a bunch of other injuries. My mom put me in a clinic in Switzerland. I stayed there for almost a year.
I'm sorry, my fault. Speed it up.
Okay. When I got better, I would start to walk around, you know, on the hallway floor. And so one day I'm walking around and I get lost. I wind up in this restricted area. But I see my doctor, so I figure, okay, I'm gonna go over and just ask her directions. But she's talking to this guy. And I don't know, there was something about his voice. It resonated with me, like I recognized it. And so I decided to kind of hold back and see who he was. And when I did, it was Faison. And I couldn't believe it.
You are absolutely positive.
Yeah, he was wearing the same scrubs that they gave us all to wear, but he's a really distinct-looking guy. Trust me, it was him.
Did he see you?
No.
And we are the only two people that you have told this to.
Yeah, I was gonna go to the police, but it would have meant that I would have had to turn myself in. Okay, what do you want to hear? I was selfish. I know how dangerous the guy is.
So if this Faison guy is as wanted as you say he is, he could be your ticket to freedom.
Faison is dead and gone, Anna.
Well, his body was never found.
Yeah, but then how do we make the jump to he stole my face?
Duke's face.
No, I'm not making any jumps. I'm just stating a fact.
Well, then allow me to play. The fact is, he's coming between you and I again. The same thing that he's always done. Take a look at me. Do I look like Faison?
You've still got access to all those contacts, all those good plastic surgeons.
So? I mean, if what you say is true, to what end?
To get Anna. She hated you, but she loved Lavery, so you arranged to take his place. And it wasn't a bad plan. You almost got away with it up until now. Tell him, Anna. As
lovely as it might be to hand the authorities Faison's head on a silver platter, we're going to need the documentation to back it up. How many years ago was this?
Okay, it was a while ago, but he was still a patient when I left.
Yes, but it's unlikely that he'd be there now.
There's something else, too. He had a relationship with my doctor.
A romantic relationship?
No, it wasn't like that. It was like more like a business relationship. And he wasn't very nice to her.
I don't think Faison was nice to anyone.
If AJ turns Faison in, would it be enough to get his charges dropped?
Provided that the authorities believe AJ's story, which, considering that it's you, is going to be rather a hard sell. Unless Do you have proof that you saw Faison alive?
As a matter of fact, I do.
What is next? I'll get stalking. I'll get paranoia. We got breaking and entering. We got all these baseless theories that you keep...
Not baseless.
Okay, so you've got proof. What proof do you have? You found a cigarillo on the pier. You got the word of some drug-addled woman. Lock me up. What's the matter? You don't have a badge anymore?
You know, you're right. This could be a good time to bring the agency. Or perhaps you'd prefer Interpol.
Don't embarrass yourself, Robert.
Do
Just
you
put
agree
it
that
away.
this is madness?
Anna, please, you got to trust me on this one.
I miss Robin too. I know. I understand the desperate search to find something, anything to hold on to. But resurrecting a man that we both despise is not going to bring our daughter back.
I'm not resurrecting him. He's standing right here.
Stop it. Do you know how that sounds? Do you know?
Anna, you've been compromised. He's messing with your mind. Please. Please support me on this.
I can't do this. I can't. I'm sorry, Robert. This is Commissioner Devane. I want to report B&E.
I think you just...
Anna, you got to trust me here. Your safety, it depends on it.
I'm sorry, Robert. Just take him away, can you?
The guy you're trusting. The guy you're trusting is Faison.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you.
My mother gave me this untraceable cell so that we could communicate. It's one of the few things I managed not to lose.
You managed to secretly snap a photo of Faison.
Yeah. Well after when he was supposed to have died. Now please tell me that's going to be enough for the DA.
You have exposed an international criminal. You have proven that he is alive and still at large. You offer the authorities the ability to apprehend Faison, and those kidnapping charges are going to disappear faster than you can say Fashion Week.
It couldn't have been easy for you.
Yeah, it had to happen.
Well, you know, grief is such a terrible thing. I think Robert may need a psychiatrist more than he needs a lawyer.
I think you'd prefer to spend 20 years in a Turkish prison.
Thank you.
You already said that.
It's worth repeating. I mean, it means so much to me that you believe in me. Diana.
It's gonna feel like you're slumming a little bit, though. FBI and then Chief of Detectives in Landview, and now this.
I'm happy to have the job. I'm happy to be here.
That's good. It's not gonna be boring, promise you that. You never know what's gonna walk through those doors.
I'm telling you, you're locking up the wrong guy.
Do you think Robert honestly expected you to believe that I'm the man in the sketch?
I never seen him so adamant about anything, really.
I mean, you know what he said is impossible.
Yeah, I know.
Anna? Do you regret having Robert arrested?
What's going on?
Breaking and entering with intent.
Where?
Home of Duke Lavery. Commissioner busted him. Made the call.
Thanks, I'll take it from here.
Yes, sir.
Hey, guys, no big deal. You're just following orders. I get it. Listen, Anna's making a huge mistake here, but I know you understand.
Well, no, what you need to understand is that you're in a lot of trouble right now.
What do you got?
Hey, this is a private
I
conversation.
mean, this is Detective McBain. He's my partner. This is Robert Scorpio. His Anna.
Anna's ex, yeah. He's a bit of a legend in the intelligence community.
You've had experience in the intelligence service?
I have, FBI, 12 years at one point. Well, Anna was my mentor.
Then you trained with the best. And listen, we should be worried about her.
So start talking.
No, I'll start talking. Robert, legend or no legend, have you lost your mind?
Well, Robert knows what he did. He understands the risks entirely. He broke the law. He knows what the consequences are. I won't blame you if you have to take out a restraining order.
Anna, I don't think that'll be necessary. I mean, Robert will wake up after a night in jail and he'll have cooled his heels. At the very worst, he'll probably have like a crick in his neck.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll realize that he can't come between us. I mean, no matter what ludicrous lies he tells.
Yeah. I know. I mean, obviously, you're not Faison in disguise, and that's impossible.
The man is desperate, Anna. But he can't harm us. I mean, especially if we're not here. The mountains are calling. I took the liberty of purchasing ski lift tickets.
Oh my God, you're a betting man, aren't you?
I would bet on you any day of the week. Come on. Come on. You know you want to.
It's kind of exactly what I need.
Is that a yes?
Yeah. I'll come away with you.
Maxie.
Oh, Olivia. Hi. I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah, something I can help you with, Commissioner.
Yes. There is actually.
I'd like to talk to you about this. Clearly you outmaneuvered Scorpio. I saw him being led away in handcuffs.
Yes. Not before telling Anna exactly who I am.
He knows you're Faison.
Yes.
How did Miss Devane react?
Well, she thought he was absolutely crazy or insane with grief. But I'm not the one who called the police. She did.
Then everything's all right.
This is far from over. Scorpio won't let me keep Anna. I'm gonna have to take her.
I thought you believed me when I said that Lavery isn't Lavery.
Yeah, I said I believed you. Then I said, wait for me in my apartment. Then I definitely said, don't go after Lavery on your own.
But how am I going to get proof that Lavery is in fact Faison?
Faison.
Why, you know him?
Where did you get this?
Robert showed it to me. He said that when you looked at Duke Lavery, this is the face that you saw.
Yeah, I was describing it to Elizabeth, and this is what she drew. She's very good, you know.
Yeah. She was probably good enough to draw a portrait from memory, I would think.
I'm sorry?
What I need to know is this an exact rendition of what you thought you saw? Or in any artistic license? You know, did Robert help you with any of the features, lead Elizabeth in some way to draw what he wanted to see? Because Elizabeth knows this person too.
And I'm telling you, I did all of the talking, and I was floored when I realized that Elizabeth and Robert both recognize this man.
That's really him.
Hand to God. Hand to God. This is a spitting image.
Well, I don't really understand hallucinations or what they mean or anything, or how they work.
Join the club.
So if this is the face you saw when you looked at Duke, does it mean that they're the same man?
Familiar with Faison from my time at the Bureau.
You ever make any contact with him?
No, but he held a prominent place at the top of the most wanted list until he supposedly died.
He's not dead.
You know this for a fact.
Yeah, I just had a chat with him. Look, he's alive and well and living behind somebody else's face.
Have you run this by Anna?
Well, yeah, that's what got me in here. Kind of. She doesn't believe me. But you guys have got to come in on my side here. I got to get out of here and get this guy before he hurts Anna, or worse.
Damn Scorpio. Always showing up where he's not wanted. I already had to revise my plans once, when Robin figured out that I wasn't the real Duke.
Such a shame it didn't work out. Returning Miss Devane's daughter alive would have made Duke Lavery a bona fide hero.
I could have left her exactly where she was, dispensing medicine in the hospital.
After all the trouble and expense you've gone to.
I didn't even need her. Huh. I didn't realize that Anna's attraction to Duke was so strong. I won her over in my own merits. And his, but I don't want to give him too much credit. But she and I have become very close.
That's wonderful.
She's agreed to go away with me. So you see, I've come too far and I've achieved too much to stop now. Scorpio is the one who must be stopped.
So, he has to die?
Well, as tempting as that is, I've come up with a plan that is much more effective. The damage has already been done. Who knows how many people have listened to Scorpio's tale? I might be under investigation.
So what will you do? Continue to deny?
No, that won't be enough. Anna has to see for herself. She has to see that Duke Lavery and Faison are two separate people. I can make that happen. But I'm gonna need your help.
So some of your hallucinations come true, is that correct?
Yeah, almost all of them. But they don't always make any sense until down the line. And then some of them don't even make sense then. Like, for instance, I just saw my future grandbaby as a dog.
Oh, well, that's disturbing.
You think? Yeah, I think I scarred Lulu for life. So my point is that you gotta take the things I see with a grain of salt,
Yeah, none of this is making me feel any better about having Robert arrested.
I'm sorry, did you just say that you had Robert arrested?
Let me just get this straight. Your theory that Faison is alive and masquerading as Duke Lavery is based on your mother's LSD-induced hallucination.
Don't forget the cigarillo. One of Faison's favorites found right where Lavery was standing at the dock.
Right, sorry, I forgot that. So we have the semi-psychic sketch and we got a cigarette butt.
Is he always like this?
I don't know. That's our first day as partners.
Listen, we've also got Olivia. Now, she's not a semi-psychic. She's the real deal.
It's true. As crazy as it sounds, everything my mother has envisioned has happened.
Right. We call that a reliable witness.
Prefer evidence.
Yeah, don't we all?
Okay, given... In my time, I've known a couple psychics that turned out to be right once in a while.
Okay, so you believe me. All right. You were mentored by Anna, correct?
Yeah, we've known each other a long time.
You understand that Faison's one hell of a threat here.
Murder, mind control, everything in between. I get it.
Faison has been obsessed with Anna for most of his life. Framed her as a double agent. Took away all those years with Robin. She's blindsided right now with grief for our child. Otherwise, she would have seen through this guy. She also wants to believe that Lavery can come back to her. But at some point, she's going to snap out of it. And when she does, Faison's going to turn on her.
Are you suggesting that Anna's vulnerable right now?
Yes.
She's allowing herself to be manipulated?
Yes.
You also lost a daughter.
Yes. And there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about that. But I'm not delusional. This is how Faison works. And I'm the only one that can stop him. You guys have got to get me out of here.
Just we both respect you, Robert. We can't just let you go.
Guys, it's a simple thing. You just go off and get a cup of coffee, and you come back, and I'll be gone.
Yeah, except the commissioner makes the calls, and in this case, she actually called in the B&E.
Well, Anna let Correction. Anna let Faison maneuver her. We should give you an idea of what kind of a threat this guy poses. I've got to get this bastard away from her.
Obviously, we don't want her in any danger.
Then you've got to go out there and arrest this person formerly known as Faison.
There's not a lot to go on.
Well, let me out of here and I'll get you something to go on.
Sorry, we can't do that.
Okay. You got to do what you got to do. But it's on your heads if anything happens to Anna.
It is not fair of my father to ask Robert to come back and deal with all of this. He should be here for a lot of reasons.
Honey, why are you so upset about Robert?
It's not Robert.
It's hormones.
Hormones? Oh! Project Surrogacy is underway, is it? Aw, that's wonderful. Oh,
You can see how much fun I'm having.
oh, honey. Yeah, sweetie, you're gonna feel a lot better when you're holding that gorgeous little baby in your arms, right?
Emphasis on gorgeous.
Gorgeous little kid.
Thank you. So back to Robert. What did he do?
Well, he broke into Duke's apartment because he was looking for evidence that Duke isn't Duke.
Did he find anything?
No, of course not. Yeah, I mean, I really believe that Robert's grief is kind of affecting his mind right now. I mean, it's totally absurd that one man could steal another man's face.
So, did Duke's story check out?
Yeah. Duke is who he says he is, who he looks like, who he sounds like.
I mean, you've been separated from Duke for a while, so maybe you don't know him as well as you...
But I knew Faison. He stalked me for years. He nearly destroyed my life. And if I believe for 1 second that Robert was even remotely correct about this, well, for starters, I wouldn't go away with Duke.
So, where you guys going?
The mountains. Skiing. Yeah. I'm actually looking forward to it.
Are we clear?
I'll go on ahead to get everything set up.
I guess we won't be needing these.
So Anna told me that she arrested Robert.
Yeah, he's getting booked right now. Look, I know he's a family friend, but this is...
No, you don't understand. Our baby's gonna be a dog.
Miss Falconer. How nice to see you again.
Duke.
What's my name? It's a lovely drawing. You really ought to frame that.
Oh, hi. There you are.
Hello. Should we have a glass of champagne quickly to get us in the mood for our adventure?
Yeah, who's the designated driver?
Well, neither one of us, because our plans have changed.
Slow down. My mother saw our baby as a dog.
Reliable witness.
Hey, Lulu. Great to see you. Listen, you reckon you could post bail for me while I get out of here and find Anna?
Well, you better hurry because she's going on a ski trip with Duke.
We're not going skiing?
Oh, yes, we are. But you have to go to your room and pick up your passport first.
Why?
Because we, my dear, are going to Switzerland.
Guys, call me as soon as you're out of the meeting, all right? Just let me know if it works. All right, thanks.
If what works?
I don't want to jinx it.
Well, if you tell me, then we can opt for it together.
Well, AJ, my father, he could go free.
Lieutenant. Sorry. It's detective now, isn't it?
What can I do for you, Miss Quartermain?
I understand that...
Well, if you came here hoping to watch me get carted off to Pentonville, something tells me you're going to be a little disappointed.
Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we?
Actually, nothing would make me happier than to wave goodbye to you as you get carted off to Pentonville, but I am here on another matter. You have Robert Scorpio in custody, yes? I'd like to see him.
Well, thanks for dropping by.
Sorry, Robert, I've been busy. I am working on other cases other than your B&E right now.
Let me make this clear to you. Your boss, that pushy woman that got me locked up in here, is holding hands with a card-carrying psycho.
Okay, I can't just ignore her orders.
Well, you might want to start to try. Because Anna's life is on the line.
Danke.
Bitteschön.
If you don't like the view, Anna, we can always change rooms.
No, it's beautiful. It's lovely.
Something's troubling you. What is it?
Just the last time I was here in Switzerland, it was because Heather said Robin was here.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought you here.
Oh, it's all right. It's fine. I'm kind of surprised. I thought we were going upstate to ski. This Catskills. Why are we here? Why did you bring me here?
Anna has to see for herself. She has to see that Duke Lavery and Faison are two separate people. I can make that happen. Well, the Catskills are very nice, but the food they have there is nothing compared to the food here, and also the skiing here is so much better. When a friend offered me a plane and these rooms, I mean, I could hardly say no. Besides, I'm not exactly welcome in the United States anymore.
Since when? What happened?
All my secrets are. Faison isn't welcome in Port Charles.
And his lawyer meeting with the ADA to discuss a plea bargain.
All right, Michael, I just want to get your hopes too high because
AJ has some information on a serious criminal, somebody the authorities want way more than him. And Diane's the best at making deals, so...
Diane, wasn't she your lawyer when...
I was convicted of manslaughter, yeah. But, I mean, it wasn't her fault. I confessed there was nothing she could do.
Oh, now I know why you're so worried about AJ going to prison, because you know what it's like.
You know, sometimes the memories creep up on me, and I think they're gonna choke me, you know. But then I think about my life now, and wow, it's better than I ever dreamed it would be. Because of you.
Where's Michael?
I don't know.
Really?
Really?
I guess your victim act was less than successful. You probably thought you were going to have Michael glued to your hip by now.
Well, we're building a relationship, Tracy. It takes time.
Really? Does Michael know that? Or does he know what the rest of us Quartermains know? That you're a black hole. You are a bottomless pit of self-pity and incompetence. Ooh, you're going to fit right in at Pentonville.
You'd like to see that, wouldn't you?
You shot my brother in the back. There is nothing I would like more than to see you in prison, especially before you and Sky can do any harm to ELQ.
What if I told you that Sky and I have a plan to save the company from you?
This stimulating discussion of corporate politics is simply going to have to wait because the DA is waiting on us. AJ and Tracy, weren't you looking for Robert Scorpio?
I was. Any time now, Detective.
Well, I'm busy. And although I'm sure you know your way around a jail cell, Jack, would you escort this young lady down to Robert Scorpio's cell?
AJ, this is Detective John McBain. He is a recent addition to the PCPD, and I understand you're going to be joining us.
I'm going to be sitting in, yes.
Oh, that's good. I hope you are ready to deal, because what my client has to offer should not remain on the table too long.
The DA is backed up right now, and the charges
Can't
you're
you call
facing,
in
I
a
can't just
favor?
make
I
them
mean,
wait. I've tried.
Arraignment.
Look, Robert, listen to me. I've tried. Okay, bottom line is you have to wait for your turn.
Lulu, can you hear what she said last night? They were leaving on a ski expedition. I've got to stop that.
It's too late. Anna's already gone.
Why would you say that? There's nothing remotely funny about Faison. Not even his hair.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to make light of him. I was just laughing at Robert and his highly creative and paranoid theory that Faison and I are one and the same.
Yes, certainly paranoid. It's not outside the realm of possibility, though, is it?
What does that mean?
What if Faison's alive?
Deal that the city of Port Charles cannot afford not to take.
Tell him.
Juan, thank you so much for agreeing to this meeting.
I hear your client's ready to confess.
Oh, well, I think my meaning may have been misconstrued.
No confession, no deal.
All right, don't be so hasty. My client is in possession of information which is of great value to this government. And he is willing to trade said information for all the charges against him being dismissed.
Look, I only took this meeting as a courtesy. I want this case to go to trial. I've got signed statements from your client's father and sister that he shot the father in the back.
Just out of curiosity, what kind of information are we talking about?
Certainly you gentlemen are familiar with the FBI's most wanted list.
Where's Faison fit in that list?
Get me out of here!
Okay, look, I already told you the DA's backed up, but I will see what I can do.
Tracy, I didn't think you'd come.
Well, I wasn't sure I was going to come, but you mentioned Luke. Is he all right? Where is he?
Turkey.
Robert, you want to be more specific? Is he vacationing? Is he on a bender? Is he in trouble of some kind?
Well, he's there handling his situation, and I'm here handling Anna.
And judging from your circumstances, Anna didn't like being handled?
Well, she had me busted for breaking into Lavery's apartment.
Really? A lifetime as a secret agent. You must be slipping.
Well, desperation makes me sloppy. I needed the proof.
Proof of what?
Brace yourself.
But Robert's right. Faison's remains were never found.
Well, didn't he die in an explosion? I mean, there'd be nothing left to find.
Now, that man cheated death before.
Yes, but that's no proof that he would...
It's a reminder that I need to keep my eyes open. I've been trained never to overlook any possibility, and I won't.
But Faison was in love with you.
He was obsessed with me. That's completely different.
But if he loved you, wouldn't he have found you by now? Wouldn't he have shown his face by this time?
I don't know, maybe. It's just so unsettling to think that he could be out there somewhere.
Then don't think about it. Stop thinking about it.
It's easier said. I nearly lost everything because of him.
Why don't you go to your room and unpack? And we'll see each other in a little while.
Okay, that's a good idea. Can we not talk about him anymore?
Okay. You can come out now.
Trial may not be the slam dunk that you are envisioning, given that several of the witnesses have died during the interview.
Wait, sorry, what the hell is he doing here?
He's my partner.
Yeah, well, he's also Sonny Corinthos' son.
All right. I would not go so far to say, as the detective has a conflict of interest, but it is true that his father, Mr. Corinthos, does have a vendetta against my client.
Well, Diane, please, do you want a grandstand or do you want a deal? I'm on the clock here.
I'm sorry. Deal? What deal?
She wants us to drop all the charges.
What are you? Not a chance. We got an airtight case against
Okay,
this
come on,
guy.
I'm a
He's got
petty
3
criminal
counts of
compared to Faison.
kidnapping. Faison? Who's talking about Faison?
He's talking about Faison.
Well, that's great. AJ, would you take this off the internet?
Look at the timestamp, genius. That photo's taken years after his supposed death.
And the tech department can scan the data to their heart's content once we have a deal in writing, gentlemen. Come on, this is a get for this department. This is the kind of arrest and conviction that makes headlines and resets career trajectories. So, do you want AJ Quartermain or do you want Cesar Faison?
Luke said if I called you, you'd help.
Well, that's because Luke thinks he can con me, even secondhand.
Hey, look, I was mortified when I learned that he and Anna had hooked up. I always hoped that she'd do better.
I'm not going to discuss my personal situation with you. If we're going to talk about Luke and Anna, we are going to confine ourselves to the crisis at hand. Now, you have a cigarillo butt and the word of Olivia Falconeri, Port Charles's resident psychic, and that makes you believe, convinced, that Faison walks among us.
You're going to tell me I'm crazy, aren't you?
Luke trusts you. And if you say that Faison is alive, then I say you and I need to find that maniac and stop him before he kills anybody else.
As always, it's a pleasure to see you. I am simply pointing out that the risk you are taking, bringing that woman here...
That woman, excuse me, her name is Anna. And whenever you talk about her, show her a little respect and courtesy. And about my judgment, don't question it. All right?
I trust you implicitly. I am simply pointing out that the situation is perilous. You've gone to a great deal of time and trouble. And Anna's presence here could be your undoing.
Yeah, but Scorpio's interference left me no choice. I have to take a calculated risk to make Anna mine. Okay?
Say the photo's real. It doesn't do any good without location, without a context.
I can provide all that.
Provided we have a deal.
I thought you changed. AJ, isn't that what you told Michael, that you wanted to do right by your family?
I do.
Well, then how can you sit here covering your own ass while that maniac is out on the loose? You tell us what you know about Faison, and it'll help restore your reputation, maybe.
A glossy reputation is not going to do my client any good in Pentonville.
Excuse me. Gentlemen. Kicking a quarter main loose? The press is going to go nuts.
Look, we have Robert Scorpio downstairs with his own story about Faison. This is all starting to add up.
It's your call. For what it's worth, Faison's a much bigger threat than this guy in here.
I'm sorry to interrupt, gentlemen, but I just want you to know that I'm sure the Justice Department will be happy to give my client immunity and more for a shot at Faison, so it can be their triumph or yours.
Yeah, I can probably find you a judge, and I don't think your bail will be too prohibitive.
I can't even get a hearing right now. The DA's office is so backed up.
Ah, yes, well, with any luck at all, they are working overtime to put my nephew in prison until the end of time.
Do you reckon yet they could put that case aside just long enough to get me out of here? Look, every second that she's with Faison, she's in worse danger.
Have you made all necessary preparations?
To the letter. But there is still time to change course. There are other ways to take care.
Hey, Duke. Duke? It's Anna.
Congratulations. You're a free man.
Not yet. So, where's Faison?
Switzerland.
Hey, Duke.
What do we do?
Duke, I tried taking a nap, and I'm kind of jet lagged. I'm a bit wired. Duke?
Hello?
Michael, AJ asked me to call you.
Yeah, how did the meeting go? Did the DA take the deal?
Well, I have very good news for you. Your father has been cleared of all charges.
Officers! Officers! Is a man escaping? He's a felon.
Relax, Tracy. I'm free.
What do you mean you're free?
All charges dropped.
That is not possible. You belong in prison.
I guess the DA found someone they wanted more than me. So I'll see you in the boardroom. Bye.
Any news of my arraignment?
No, but AJ Quartermain backed up your story. Faison is alive, and according to AJ, he's in Switzerland.
Open the door, Duke. Duke!
Anna, it's John. Look, you need to call me right away. I have some information that you need to know. Faison is alive.
Does your new job description include being the boss's punching bag?
Don't worry about it. I'm not going to hurt your boyfriend. Oosh!
It's very funny. Alexis Davis. Hello, Tracy. Who? Luke recommended me? All right. I'll be right there.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry. It was my fault. It was just, you know,
Can I help you with something?
No. Do I know you from somewhere?
I don't think so, but we could fix that. Would you like to get a cup of coffee? Meet up for a drink later, maybe?
Yes. No. I'm seeing somebody. So, he says you're young enough to be partnered with my daughter.
That's too bad.
Yeah. It's too bad. All right, you guys play nice. All right, I'm going to the police station.
Who? What? Who's in trouble?
Robert Scorpio. I knew he was in town, and I saw him at Edward Quartermain's funeral, and evidently he's been arrested. So, and boyfriend, you keep your left up.
Yeah. Any news on my arraignment?
No, but AJ Quartermain backed up your story. Faison is alive, and according to AJ, he's in Switzerland.
Switzerland?
That's what he said.
Are you sure AJ Quartermain can be trusted?
Not your girlfriend's gonna have to stop taking it easy on you.
Oh, well, Alexis was just protecting you, pretty boy.
Whoa. Well, we got all morning, so nobody to bother us. Hey.
Gentlemen, good morning.
Spoke too soon.
Anna, it's John. Hey, listen, we need to talk. I have some information that you need to know. Faison is alive. Hey, look, I'm sorry if this is interrupting your ski weekend, but I didn't think it could wait. Call me.
Quartermain swears he saw Faison in Switzerland. He took a photo with his cell phone. Our guys had taken a look at it, but it appears to be legit.
So what's Faison doing in Switzerland?
Duke? Oh, Faison. Oh, you're alive. Oh, it was right.
AJ Quartermain, what are you doing here? I thought you were in lockup. AJ's family's got a lot of pull. He was on house arrest. What'd you do? Slice off the ankle bracelet? The judge is not gonna be so lenient next time.
Oh, it's nice to see you too, Sonny. You're wrong on all counts, though. No, I'm a free man. Come and go as I please. My attorney, Diane Miller, she's such a good attorney. She made that happen.
Diane Miller made the deal?
Yeah, all the charges dropped. Clean slate.
Some deal.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, it's unbelievable to be able to, just walk down the street, go wherever I want, talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime. Not have to look over my shoulder.
I'd keep my eye out if I were you.
For your friend here? We haven't been introduced.
Oh, where are my manners? AJ, this is Sean Butler, my associate.
Your associate?
Uh-huh.
Probably more like your enforcer. You probably had to find a new one since you got Jason killed, right?
If you can believe this is Jason's brother.
Yeah, I can see the physical resemblance, but nothing else.
That's because there is nothing else. Whatever Jason was, he lacks. He is a spineless, drunk, basically an all-around dirtbag.
Oh, you forgot one thing. I'm also Michael's father.
Hey,
Hi.
what are you doing here?
What am I doing here? This is me following my lawyer's advice. I am officially a detective for the PCPD.
No kidding. Anna hired you?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Your lawyer approves. Not only is it good for your case, it's good for Sam, because she needs a friend.
Hey, I want you to know, I'm signing my first paycheck over to you. Please put it towards what I
Don't
owe
worry
you.
about it. All right, now that you're officially part of the PCPD, could you please direct me to my client's holding cell, Robert Scorpio?
They brought him in a B&E.
I don't know him well, but he was ex-law enforcement, so petty theft doesn't seem like that's his style.
He's trying to prove that Duke Lavery is actually Faison.
According to AJ, Faison was in a clinic in Switzerland. I'm guessing he was recovering from injuries he sustained during that explosion.
How did AJ spot him?
Monica sent AJ there to recover from a broken back.
This clinic, was it the clinic Zengeist zu Heilen in Lucerne?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. How do you know that?
Luke told me about it. He was in there. So was Anna.
Anna?
Don't.
You're more beautiful than ever.
Oh, shut up.
You are. Not happy to see me? What? Take it easy. What is it?
How did you do it?
Do what?
How did you make me think you were Duke? How did you do that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about you. Impersonating the man I love. How did you do that? Duke's not really alive, is he? It was you! Ah!
Maybe I can help clear up a little confusion here, okay? I wouldn't mess with Klaus. He's highly emotional. Upset him and then could shoot your husband.
Let him go! Let him go!
No. There's no letting go here after what I've been through in order to find you. Shut up!
How are you even alive? God, did that explosion kill you?
Well, it was pretty close. It took me several years to recover, only to realize that you're back with your ex. What is it with you and men? Scorpio, Luke, and Duke. Miserable trio. Why do you waste yourself on such men? Well, pearls before swine.
You're delusional.
Shut up when I speak to you. I'm the only man you could ever love.
You're insane. You think I would love you?
Well, love comes in many different forms.
You're evil.
No, I'm not evil.
Yes.
I'm the only strong man that could ever live with you. What is that? Look at that! What is that? Petty amusement?
Don't ever compare yourself to him. He is everything you're not.
You'll think differently when he's out of the picture.
Now, according to Luke, Heather Weber tells Anna that Robin's still alive.
Heather Weber? Why would Anna believe Heather Weber? Heather's crazy.
If you've never lost a child, you really wouldn't know. You believe anything, follow any lead, no matter how futile. That's what Anna did.
To this clinic in Lucerne?
Yeah. She got admitted there as a patient. Found a transfer patient from Ferncliff in Port Charles. Girl looked just like Robin, but of course wasn't. Luke said it broke her heart. Now you're trying to tell me that Faison's being treated there at this clinic?
Yeah, according to AJ, which I have to admit is one hell of a coincidence.
More like a trail of breadcrumbs. Faison wants her at the clinic, but why?
So, Robert Scorpio believes that Faison is A, thank you, still alive, B, masquerading as Duke Lavery.
That is his story, yes.
Well, I know Scorpio is an ex-spy, and convoluted is his stock in trade, but even by those standards, it's a bit of a stretch. And especially if you factor in that Robin was killed less than a year ago.
You're suggesting that grief is somehow affecting his judgment?
Maybe. I mean, maybe because he couldn't save Robin, he's now trying to save Anna from her great enemy, even though the man is dead.
That's one way of looking at it, yeah.
Well, the alternative is to believe that Faison is running around Port Charles with another man's face.
Stranger things have happened.
Name one.
Yeah, it's true. AJ got Carly pregnant. But he was too drunk to remember and too screwed up to be any kind of father.
You're so much better, aren't you? Michael got shot because of you.
Yeah, he got shot, and he recovered, and he's my son. We got a special bond, and no one's gonna shake that, especially you.
Because you must have done something the other day that really shook it. I couldn't get the details, but it must have been real bad.
What are you talking about?
You know, Michael knows the truth about you, Sonny. He knows who you are and what you are, and that's a thug and a bully. And you proved that when you threatened my life to try and make me sign away my rights to my son.
You're always the victim, AJ. Always making excuses for what you did. Always feeling sorry for yourself. When are you gonna grow up? I don't understand it.
You know, you're right, Sonny. Today's a good day. And I'm a free man, free to have a relationship with my son, and I really just came here for one reason. And that's to tell you not to interfere with it.
You telling me to stay away from my son?
I'm telling you that I think there's enough room in his life for both of us. Don't you?
Next, not up to me. Michael's gonna decide what he was gonna do about us.
I tell you what, I'll take that as a yes, that you believe there's enough room in Michael's life for both of us. What do you say?
I'll take a rain check.
Boxing, huh? I used to do a little sparring back in the day.
Yeah, I remember Jagger Cates knocked you on your ass.
Well, that admittedly wasn't my finest hour, but you know, I stuck with it after that. I actually improved a little bit.
You wanna go a few rounds?
It's been a long time.
Huh?
I'm rusty.
You hear that, Sean? He's rusty.
What the hell? Let's do it.
It is a little too convenient Faison being spotted at the same clinic where Anna went to look for Robin.
It's a setup. She was lured there.
I'm not quite there yet.
Yeah. Well, you weren't there when we tried to convince you that Faison was alive.
It's a big step. Faison being alive to him somehow impersonating Duke.
It all fits. Faison at the same clinic that Anna was lured to. He wants to observe her, see how she's handling Robin's loss. Then he sees an opening and whammo, he steps in looking like Lavery.
Look, I'm a cop. I don't need convincing. I just need evidence.
Well, while you're doing that, Anna's at risk and she's up on that mountain all by herself.
Hey, open up. I'm gonna go try and reach Anna again.
See if you can find my lawyer while you're at it. Ski trip, Huey. This is all about getting her up there and isolating her from her friends. He's got a plan.
Stop it. Listen to me. Listen. Ugh. God. If you want to impress me, you let him go, okay?
I absolutely agree. Duke, you are an impediment. Let him go. Shoot him, Klaus.
No, don't
Yes,
shoot him.
Shoot
please.
him.
Stop it. Gosh, you're insane.
That's what you think now, but in
No.
time you'll forget. And you'll turn to me.
You think killing him will make me love you?
Oh, love come in different forms.
I understand you're in need of an attorney.
It's a long, convoluted
Yeah, I
story.
got most of the pertinent facts. But since they don't apply directly
Don't
to your
apply?
current- If you try to explain to a judge that you broke into the home of your ex-wife's other ex-husband, who you believe is an Eastern Bloc spy who's been surgically altered, you're going to get 24-hour lockup in the mental ward.
Well, if you put it like that.
I'm putting it like that. Which is why you're going to do exactly what I say.
So Spencer and Anna have been to the same Swiss clinic.
According to Scorpio, Anna went there to look for her daughter.
Right. She told me about that, all right? In itself, it doesn't prove that Faison is trying to pass himself off as Lavery. Then again, given Faison's skill set, it's certainly a possibility. And the whole timing of this little ski trip, all right? You have to wonder about that. I mean, Scorpio starts making accusations, and what? Less than 24 hours later, Lavery's lured Anna out of town.
We need to find the commissioner.
Yeah, I've tried. Every one of my calls goes straight to voicemail.
Duke, you cheated death once, but not this time.
No, Anna. It's a trap. Get out of here.
Oh, what an appalling noise. Shoot him.
Here, try these. You can suit up in the locker room.
I don't think those are going to work, Sean, because it may be just a little too big for him.
That's good, too big. No, I think this will be fine. Thanks, Sean.
Hey, you sure this is a good idea, man?
What's the problem? We're just gonna spar.
Like, you goaded him into it, and you know it.
No one's going into anybody, all right? We're just gonna be a friendly bout.
Right,
No
look,
big
it doesn't
deal.
look too friendly to me.
I'm ready. Let's go.
If Anna is on the slopes, it'd be a while before she checked the messages.
Did she leave a number for that resort?
Yeah, she did. It's called Hurley Mountain. It's about an hour from here. Yeah, it's Detective Falconeri with the PCPD. I'm trying to get a hold of Anna Devane, the police commissioner. Could you check under the name of Lavery? I see. All right, thank you very much.
They're not there.
Lavery canceled the reservation.
Where the hell are they?
Anna, can you hear me? What have you done to her?
She'll be sleeping for a while, no worries. She's seen what I need her to see.
What do you mean?
Well, Scorpio put this stupid idea into her head that I was impersonating you.
Robert figured this out?
Oh, he was bluffing. Anna knew he didn't have any proof. But she lost a little faith in me.
Faith in you while you were pretending to be me?
Faith in me! That's why I brought her here to Switzerland, so she could see you and I in the same hotel room. Then she would know that I'm not imitating anybody, right? And there goes Scorpio's idea out of the window.
She's too smart to fall for your plan. Your plan will never work.
It's working just fine. Except for one little detail.
You can't kill me, you need me.
When a man has served his purpose, you gotta say goodbye.
Anna, can you hear me? Anna, can you hear me? All of this is a lie. I love you. I love you.
How you feeling, AJ? Is it all coming back to you?
I'm a referee.
We don't need a referee. It's gonna be a friendly match.
Gentlemen, I want a good, clean fight.
That's okay. I think Sonny and I want exactly the same thing.
Touch gloves, fight.
Feel good about me in the jaw there, Sonny?
I'm just trying to teach you how to protect yourself. You gotta keep your hands up at all times.
Why, 'cause you coming for me, huh?
Huh?
That's boy.
Stop talking. Let's fight.
Really?
Come on. Come on. Back it up.
All right, thanks, Carly. Anna's car is still at the MetroCourt garage, and she left word with the front desk to hold all calls for the next 2 days.
So Lavery picked her up. Question is, where did he take her?
Ah, guys, you can hand off my holding cell to somebody else. My uber-talented lawyer here secured my release.
I pled him out. My client agreed to admit to the break-in, and the DA was willing to play ball because he didn't take anything, and he also promised to stay away from Lavery. Isn't that correct, Mr. Scorpio?
Oh, yeah. I'm more than happy to avoid Lavery. That doesn't apply to Faison, though. Guys, I want to talk to Anna. Hey, guys, look, I know the routine. The commissioner has to phone in her location when she leaves the jurisdiction.
We've tried to reach Anna at the resort, and she never checked in.
You check the cell phone?
She's not picking up.
Well, this is good news. She's up there on the mountain with that crazy, and we can't locate them.
Regrettable, but necessary.
You shot your own man. Why?
You're so slow. I don't understand what she sees in you at all. I didn't shoot him. You did, Lavery. While saving Anna from the monstrous Faison. But sadly, Faison vanished into the thin air.
As soon as she recovers from her shock, she'll know that you're a fraud. This masked cartoon you've created of me, the man that she loves, you'll never get near her.
On the contrary, Anna will throw herself into my arms, overwhelmed with gratitude. So say your goodbyes, Lavery.
Anna, if you can hear me, it's Faison. This whole thing is a fraud. It's Faison. It's a lie, Anna. Open!
Bring that canary back to the clinic.
How about we take a break?
I don't want to take... Wait. It's up to AJ. You want to take a break, AJ? No, I'm okay. I came down here in good faith. I tried to make peace with you. I was even generous enough to say that there was room in my son's life for both of us.
You gotta remember, Michael's my son.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Listen to me. I tried to meet you halfway. You wouldn't even shake my hand.
Yeah, AJ.
Okay. That's enough.
No, I got it.
You stole my son, but I'm getting him back. You hear me? I'm getting back everything I lost. By the time I'm done, Michael's gonna hate your mobbed up guts. And he's gonna know that you hurt him worse than I ever did. You're nothing, Sonny. You're no father. You're a piece of garbage.
You saying I'm garbage?
Yeah, you're a piece of garbage.
Okay. That's it.
Let's go. Get him. Dad, get up!
That's enough.
What the hell?
So, what will it take for you to put me in touch with Lucy Coe?
Artistic control.
Huh? I don't understand.
Wait a minute, aren't we all supposed to be on the same side here? Building support for the ball?
Yeah, which is why I want to make sure this event is run right. I can't be involved with Miss Lucy Coe in some crepe paper nightmare. So, I want top billing, artistic control, name above title, private dressing room, a cute little assistant, and
Okay,
wardrobe
hold on.
supervisor.
I don't think we can promise you any of that.
Well, then I'm afraid I'll have to take my talents and my contacts somewhere else.
No, I'll take your bedpan duty.
For how long?
A month?
2 months and you got a deal.
Fine. 2 months.
Sold. I'll see what I can do about tracking down Miss Coe herself.
Bedpan duty for 2 months?
It's so gonna be worth it. Oh my god, I'm so excited about this. I have a really good feeling.
You okay?
Yeah.
Here.
What the hell were you doing?
AJ, I have some water.
Okay.
Are you okay?
How could you do this?
Here, wait.
Michael, it's my fault. I asked Sonny to spar. Guess I'm a little rusty.
How could you take advantage of him, Dad?
You heard the man. He wanted to spar.
He's bleeding. This was a beatdown, and you know it.
Michael, it's not what you
I
think
get
it
that
is.
you hate him, but that does not justify this. I mean, what is wrong with you? I don't even know who you are anymore.
I mean, this just couldn't have worked out better even if Faison had planned it himself. I shot my mouth off without any proof and pretty much pushed Anna right into his arms.
Okay, look, just because Anna didn't make it to Hurley Mountain doesn't mean Faison has her. They might have headed the room. Maybe they went to a different resort.
Well, why hasn't she answered her phone or returned any of your calls?
I don't know. I'm gonna get these guys to call some other resorts, see what I can find out.
Good deal. Okay. Will you do me a favor and keep an eye on him? I'm going to process your release. You just stay.
You got federal credentials. You know what we're dealing with here. This guy's a sociopath. He doesn't care who or what he hurts. He just wants Anna. If she doesn't cooperate, well, he's going to kill her.
We might have a lead.
Clinic? Too bad it's in Switzerland.
The clinic. The clinic is one of these places for rich people where they sometimes stash undesirable relations. You pay enough money. Anything medically you want can be handled with discretion.
Including a relic from the Cold War who wants a new face and identity.
I didn't say that.
Ah, but you're not dismissing it either.
No.
You know, I never met a Fed who deep down inside didn't want to try it out as an agency man. See whether you got the wherewithals to be a spy or not. This is your big chance. We gotta stop this guy before it's too late.
Anna, wake up. Anna, my darling. Anna. It's okay, it's okay. He was here. He was here. But he's gone. You're safe now.
What happened?
He injected you with something. You lost consciousness. I think he was gonna make off with you.
Oh, God, is he dead?
Yes. We struggled over the gun and I shot him. I killed him. I saved you. Faison is gone.
We need to follow him.
No. He's long gone. You won't find him. You're safe now, Anna. You don't need to worry about Faison.